This episode is brought to you by Naked Fig Soap. Shop over a dozen handcrafted artisan soaps locally sourced and made in Arizona using the finest non-toxic intentional ingredients. Naked Fig Soap also offers facial care products along with accessories like soap dishes, soap saver bags, and more.
Visit their website at nakedfigsoap.com and use code DRUMMINGUP, all one word, for 20% off online orders. And that is the best place to find her now.
Yes.
She doesn't really have a storefront so much as she has
As of right now.
Yeah, as of right now,
Yes.
she has her products in certain locations,
Yes.
which again is the best place to find her is at her nakedfigsoap.com website.
Yes.
Or her socials. Instagram is a great spot to find her. Ask her any questions where she's going to be at like a farmer's market.
Yes.
You can find all that out. Or
But coming up, she's
Yeah.
moving to bigger and better opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. And we're very happy to hear that because,
Yes.
we just want to
She's
make sure
one of our
she's doing
favorite,
okay.
favorite companies.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we're getting low, we always place our order.
Yes.
And again, use that code drumming up,
Yes.
all one word, to get that 20% off discount.
For sure.
nakedfigsoap.com. It'll be in the show notes. We'll have her website. And then the best thing to do is from the website, go find her socials, follow her. That helps her. And by you doing that, it helps us because we know you're listening and we know you're buying her great products. She also offers tattoo care and everything too.
Yes,
so
she does.
just a ton of stuff that she does. It's all locally made and everything. So what was that website again?
That is nakedfigsoap.com.
Using code drumming
Drumming
up,
Up.
all one word, for 20% off at checkout.
Hi there, this is Julian of Gorad, and you are listening to Drumming Up Conversation. Hell yeah.
Drumming up conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Yeah.
Hey, this is Jeff Bowders, and you are watching the Drumming Up Conversation.
I'm just barely woke.
podcast.
I'll be right back. 76.
How was your guys' week?
Tiring.
Yeah, it was long.
Yeah, but
Stressful.
good. Good. How was Halloween?
Ours was nice and quiet.
Well, it was somewhat busy, but
Well, the kid had to have a colonoscopy and an endoscopy that day.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, we didn't have any trick-or-treaters. We always keep everything dark. We do it on purpose.
Oh, really?
Fair.
yeah, we just like to watch TV or movies and stuff and just relax. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we love Halloween. I
Yeah.
love handing out candy to the kids.
yeah. Well, we the first 4 years we were here, we tried, and no one would ever
Yeah.
come by.
Yeah, I hear
So-
that about a lot of neighborhoods.
Yeah, so we're just like, you know what, screw it, it's not worth it because I'm like, now we have like 12 pounds of candy we need to get through.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it just wasn't worth it. So after that, we're like, all right, we've maybe had one kid in 4 years, so it's just not worth it to us. So we're like, we'll do other shit. So
And
Yeah,
when
if
we
it was-
lived in
if it was-
California, the neighborhood we lived in only had 3 houses and then no kids at all. So
yeah,
we never
Yeah.
had anything in San Luis Obispo.
you guys
Like
got
our
any kids?
neighborhood. It's weird because we live right across the street from a school, so you'd think we would.
We do,
And we
but
get more than we used to in our old neighborhoods, but it's like Charlie went to a friend's house out in Vale this year, and that place was fucking packed, man. It's just like you have to get away from the city. Like nobody wants to let their kids out, or they all travel to different neighborhoods and shit.
but Rita Ranch, our area gets a lot of trick-or-treaters as opposed to
Like in town.
in town. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
So it's all right. It's not what it should be, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Plus, with her getting that stuff done, we didn't want to make plans anyway because we didn't know how long it was going to be. So
Yeah.
It's
Right.
actually going to be really knocked out afterwards, but we went home and had lunch, and she left within like an hour. She's like, I'm okay to drive home. Like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. All right.
All right.
She was going to join us tonight, but obviously we're displaced right now. So we,
What's going on?
We're at his parents' house.
yeah, we're at my parents'
Oh.
house. We have guests on tomorrow that are in Mesa. So we're like, we have the opportunity to stay here, which puts us like 30 minutes closer. So we took
Yeah.
it since it's early in the morning. If we can get there a lot faster and not have to scramble in the morning, we
Yeah.
just did
Yeah,
it.
for
so.
sure, dude.
His parents
makes-
have been in Connecticut for a couple months, so the house has been vacant. So
Oh,
okay.
nice. That's perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, they have a home theater and all kinds of stuff. So like, screw it, we'll just stay here. And then she's like, we have Chas and Elisha on, Fred. And I'm like, fuck. All right, I got to take the camera with us then too.
It's all good. We just barely got ready ourselves. She was still getting off work and I was asleep. So, these things happen.
That and traffic, man. Like
Yeah.
you can't even enjoy a week of nice weather before these snowbirds start moving here. So
Yeah, I know. It's
give
ridiculous.
us a goddamn week to enjoy it.
Just a week.
Just give us a week.
I even left work early today, and it took me an hour to get home.
Jesus.
It's usually like a 42-minute drive, and an hour today.
Yikes.
Left earlier.
That's-
Yeah.
That's one of the only reasons I'm happy I don't live in Phoenix, dude. It doesn't take longer than 15, 20 minutes to really get anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that's not true.
you have to live in Tucson. So
Not for us, because we live on the outskirts of Tucson.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but we're right next to the freeway.
we are, and that's nice.
So
Yeah.
But
it helps.
Yeah, we're not close to a freeway at all where we're at.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys have been there. It's
Yeah,
so
it just
sucks.
yeah.
open
that's
road
true.
most of the time there, which is weird for Phoenix, dude. When I
Mhm.
first drove out there, I was just like, well, holy shit, dude, we're not taking freeways really anywhere after a bit.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, how was the Terror Trader event?
It was great, man.
Good.
Like
Excellent.
monetarily, it's not like the best show we've done or anything, but it was great being able to hang out with people. And
Yeah.
we had some of our friends that we've made through this fucking stop by, you guys included, which is always fun, dude. A couple of vendors that were not vending there, that came out just to say hey and just fucking hang out and pick up the new Shining print. So it's always amazing to see people you've met through this. So that was the best part of it for me.
The camaraderie, I think, between the vendors was the nicest part, actually.
yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
and Terror Trader too, Jason is awesome and Gina. They're both great. So
Yeah.
it was just really nice that they did this at all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, like we made I think enough to cover the table for Atomic Monster, but I mean
We made more than that.
we made that and a little bit more, but
Yeah.
I mean we were still out for a few things, but like the fact that we could even replace the table cost was just
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
That's
you know what I
amazing,
mean?
yeah.
So that was really cool.
That-
And with 8 days, shit, if
8
I could
days
do
they
that
threw that
every
together.
8 days, like I'd be all right. I could
Mhm.
probably live on that.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool that you're able to do that. And I know that also with having that as well, everyone that got fucked over got to actually vent about it too, all the vendors
Yeah.
and stuff. And that, us doing enough mental health episodes, we know how important that is to be able to just talk about a similar situation you've been through. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we got some video and they put that in the fucking news report for the Tucson
Yeah.
show. So that was nice too, because I wanted to make sure, like I tried to mention Terror Trader doing this on the Phoenix one we did and everything else, and they just cut out whatever they're gonna cut out. But I think the Tucson news
Mhm.
really did not like a better job. It's just a different job, and they included
Yeah.
a lot more in there. They had a couple more people that were vending and shit, so that was nice.
The Phoenix News, I think they threw it together really fast so that they could get it on. And that was a good thing because we still needed to get the word out as to our Tucson, and this is typical of all Tucson anything. They took a little bit longer.
They actually
but they did a great job.
yeah, originally they were gonna do it like this week, I
Yeah.
guess. But I guess the dude's boss told me I had to do it by Halloween, obviously, because it's a horror related fucking story. When we did Phoenix, man, they got a hold of me that day. We did the fucking interview, and I was like, "Oh, so when is this gonna air?" And they're like, "Oh, it'll be on at 9." And I was like, "Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, man!" So yeah, they cut everything.
That's cool.
really quick. So yeah.
That's
Yeah, when we watched it, we watched it and we were like, something's missing. Oh, Chaz had to be
Yeah.
PG.
Dude, every
This
time you saw
Disney
me look
Channel,
off,
Chaz.
every time you saw me like go like this or look in a different
Yeah.
direction, it was me going like, "Don't say Neil Pig Fucker Panini or whatever the fuck that dude's name is." Yeah,
For sure. Yeah.
yeah.
And how did you find out about the atomic monster bullshit? Like, how did that come about?
So one of our good friends who's a vendor from down here as well, his name's JT. He goes, he runs Left Hand Asylum, and they had signed up for it a few months after we did, but I mean, it was a long time ago as well. And I woke up on Thursday and I went to work and I was just daydreaming about not being at fucking work the next day and loading in and getting things rolling and I get a text and he's all, "Oh, the show's been postponed." So immediately, without answering him, I went on the Facebook page, I went on the Instagram, I went on the fucking main site, and there is literally no mention of anything. So I sent him a message back. I'm like, "Where did you hear that, man?" Because I checked all the pages and there's nothing. And he's all, "One of the fucking celebrities posted it," and I can't remember the dude's name. Forgive me, but it's not my wheelhouse of what the guy came from. He was one of the Land of the Lost guests, I guess they did originally. And he had gone on. Apparently, him and the other Land of the Lost guest. Now, I don't know about anybody else because I've talked to some of the celebrities since then, and they didn't hear shit until we told them. But they had gotten an email saying like, "Oh yeah, the show's postponed." And I think his posted about that. The other Land of the Lost Girls was like, "Yeah, they're supposedly postponing it until next year." But even she, at that early time when nobody knew anything, was like, "I don't think we're going to be a part of this because they've really screwed people over by doing this such late notice and everything." So I sent him a message on. I sent him two messages on Instagram. I found his one of his alter egos instead of Neil Pignani. It was Neil Avile this time. On Facebook, I sent that cocksucker messages there. I tried calling him. The number has since been disconnected. And I posted on Facebook, I said, "Listen, this guy's got a couple hours to do the right thing because maybe something happened, you know? Maybe he's not near his computer." I know he was because he read every message I fucking sent him. But I was like, he's got a couple hours and nothing in those couple hours. So about noon, I posted this giant wall of text about this dude, and that shit just blew the fuck up, man. People like I saw people screen capping my shit and posting it in different fucking stuff that I'm not even a part of. And then it just kind of exploded from there until he came on with those disgusting fucking pictures of his dad fucking dying in a hospital bed, apparently in his fucking house, because that's not an ICU, you dickhead. And had all his fucking excuses and threats of, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking sue people if they,"
I
because
saw
there's
that. Yeah.
about me. I can't imagine how you're gonna sue me when you still have my fucking money and that's
Yeah.
the fucking complaint, you piece of
Exactly.
shit. But
Exactly.
whatever. Oh, it's so nice to be able to talk about this fucking idiot without having to be censored.
That's why we wanted to do this, because we watched that news guy. I'm like, we need to get him on. This is probably driving him nuts.
Yeah.
Like, so that's how it went down. That was like Thursday from about 7 o'clock in the morning until about midnight that night. It was just nonstop.
And this was the Thursday, not right before the show, but the week before
The week
that.
before.
So I think it was like
Okay.
the 19th or 20th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so yeah, that all happened. And you guys had heard from other vendors. You called the hotel and all that too, right? To kind of get confirmation.
Yeah. So that was the next step because nobody could get a hold of this dude. So I ended up calling the hotel and I said, "Listen," because they also had Artists Assemble going on the weekend that this did happen. So I didn't want them to confuse the two. So when I called, I was like, "Yeah, you guys are supposed to have a convention there next week, Atomic Monster or whatever. Is that shit still happening?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, no, that's still happening." And I was like, "Are you fucking sure?" Because we've got like celebrities saying it's not happening now and nobody can get a hold of this dude. And she's like, "Well, let me put you on hold." And she comes back, and she's like, "Oh yeah, no, that was canceled." And I was like, okay, great. Can you tell me where this fucking dude is? Like, do you have an alternate number for him? Anything? And of course they couldn't, which I'm glad they couldn't, because
Yeah.
that Thursday I was fucking livid to the point of, you know,
Yeah.
I would hope that my brain would tell me not to do anything, but at that point I was pretty fucking pissed.
Well, I was already ready to have you come pick us up too. So yeah.
So I'm glad they didn't. I mean, I'll be honest with you, about an hour after that, I had about 80 people send me his address and his number and everything else. And by that point, it was just like, you know, reality had taken effect. And you're like, I can't handle this like I would have when I was 20. So
Yeah.
What
let's call
state
the
does he
news. Let's
live
call
in?
the AG. What's that?
Without giving any information, what state does he live in?
He lives in Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, for now. I mean, he did this
Yeah.
on the East Coast. He did it in fucking California, and then he moved here. So I'm sure he's getting his bags packed if he hasn't already. And
Yeah.
he's planning on his next fucking scam to go somewhere else.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
The good news is, when he started doing this 15, 20 years ago, the internet was not what it was today. The
Yeah.
social media wasn't what it was. And there was not this fucking community of vendors and people that are into the same dumb shit that we are and the same dumb shit that we do, to the extent where, you know, I can talk to somebody in fucking New York about somebody today, and it doesn't take any time for that news to spread around that community. So that's why we did 2 news reports. That's why I'm trying to do whatever I can. And I'll be honest, this is probably going to be my last time talking about the prick, because I'm just done
Yeah.
giving.
I get it.
We're not getting the money back. You know what I mean?
You're just giving him credit and getting the name, you know. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
No, I
but
get
when
that.
people search this shit or whatever fucking odd name he's going by in 2 years when he tries to pull this shit again with his redneck wife and his family, we can keep it from fucking happening. When people pull up one of those 50 fucking names this idiot uses when he scams people, those 2 news reports are going to come up. Hopefully, this podcast will come up, any posts that have been written about this shit since then. It's not like those things weren't kind of out there, because the more digging you do now, you see his old crap that he's done in different areas. But like I said, man, coming out of COVID and thinking like, right before COVID, we thought, all right, I'm gonna try and give this a go. We're gonna do this for a fucking living. I quit my job. COVID happened. Everything shut down for 2 years. There was nothing. So I had to start working some bullshit job again. And then when things start coming up, it was like, all right, let's do it. And it did seem weird about a year out, but we'd been out of the game for a couple of years at that point. So it's like, we just need to get our name out there. And this is in fucking Arizona, so we don't have to drive too far for it. And it's not going to put us out. Let's just do it. And then 6 months in, you start hearing like, oh, this guy's scammed people in the past and blah, blah. And at the time, you're just like, well, I don't have the fucking money now, so I gotta hope for the best. So you keep track of it and you keep watching it. And they had the celebrities fucking posting videos about this.
They were marketing
doing
really
little
well.
interviews for him.
Yeah.
Shit. So it was like, well, maybe, you know, maybe this guy had a bad run of it, and maybe he's really trying to give it a go. And
Yeah.
for fuck's sake, you know, you can only feel stupid for about 5 minutes, and then you got to go like, it's not my fault that this dude is a piece of shit and he's become really good at becoming a piece of shit. One of the greatest things about this fucking community and the scene is like how cool people are and how fucking supportive they are. And to have somebody infiltrate that with the slimy fucking thieving bullshit that this guy did, I'm not going to sit here and blame myself. Sure, you can always go like, oh, you should have been more careful.
Yeah.
I've never had to be fucking careful. And
That's the thing too,
You
is
know what I
that
mean?
this isn't really that common. And plus, nowadays when we think about scams, you think about internet stuff, you think about
Yeah.
phone
Yeah.
calls.
Not a
It's-
hotel being rented out.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even really think about that as much anymore because it's not as common as it used to be. It still is, but it's not like it used to be.
It's not as
And
easy.
it's definitely not as common in the horror community or
Right.
the convention community. There's really only a handful of conventions that fell through because of somebody's negligence or because of scams or whatever. And this is now one of them. I mean, I don't know if that's going to become more and more common. I mean, hopefully not, but it shouldn't, but you never know.
Especially for
So I
something
guess
that has
that's another thing.
celebrities attached to it also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and like, why did the hotel take bigger precautions? Because they're making money off of it too.
100%
Absolutely.
agree. I was actually very upset with the hotel at first. And I mean, I still am a little, because I don't understand how they could let this happen without seeing any money down from this guy. And by money, I don't mean like $400 or, you know, you need to see like a larger deposit down to make sure that this is happening, or else you're going to lose money
Because
too.
they should have been like, okay, how many booths are you gonna have and how much per booth? Okay, we need half of that up front. You know?
because
Right.
if say we were going to get a hotel room there, we would have to prepay it, the
Right.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I'd never been to this hotel before, but there's so much shit about this that just doesn't add up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
So
almost like they were in on it too. You almost want to like, did they get a piece of it? You know, like you start
I
thinking that
don't
kind
think
of.
so. And here's why. So we had never been there, but they had the artist assemble thing going the week before. So when we found out all this shit, we were like, well, we got a little bit of Arizona state tax money back. Let's go spend it all on a bunch of fucking people that do what we do, man. We couldn't really afford to do that, but it was like, fuck it, let's go support the
Yeah.
theme. So we went out there, and from what I understand, this guy, when he went in, and I think he booked it right next to Artist Assemble as well, anyways, so there was confusion about everything. But apparently he went in and said, just give me the same setup they have, give me everything they have. I walked into that fucking place. There's no way you could fit the convention he was booking into that fucking room. There's no way, dude. Like the celebrity section, they had like 8 or 9 tables set up in there, and there was maybe, I think, like there was not a lot of fucking room to put any more celebrities in that.
Mhm.
And as amazing as the guests were, like we went up and we met what's her ass from Evil Dead Rise.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she was
shit.
amazing.
Can't
They had a
remember.
couple of Fright Night guests there. They had David Ellefson, which he looked really bored when he was talking to him.
David Ellison.
But there was some good fucking guests there, and we
Yeah.
had a great time going, dude. This is not even close to a slam against that. But it wasn't Joe Dante, and it wasn't
Yeah.
fucking,
Pete
Pete
Wallace.
Wallace or Michael Berryman or fucking even Clint Howard. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like bigger horror stars. It was like new people coming up,
Mhm.
or like the bass player for Megadeth for 30 years. You know what I mean?
Which I've met Ellison.
Um,
He's awesome. So
He's awesome. I've met him
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always been great. I don't know that was a good fit for him, but like
Yeah.
it seemed fine. You know what I mean? I think if you did like a different type of fest, he'd probably be packed. But when we were
Yeah.
there, he was just kind of like,
I just
you know,
around.
looking around. So,
Yeah.
but the show was fun. There's no way you could have fit it in there. He had like at
Yeah.
least 20 or 30 fucking guests.
Yeah.
And at our count, we had a couple people sending us lists because there's no published list. He never published a fucking list on the website of the amount of vendors. But we've got at least 50 to 70 vendors that there's no way they would have fit
Yeah.
in there. There's no room at that ballroom to fit
Yeah.
in there. So when I originally called the hotel, they wouldn't give me any info, but they sent me to the sales department and I left a message. And I'm sure that message sounded fucking angry as hell because when the
Oh,
woman called me back, she called me back that Monday. And the first thing was like, I can't give you any information. I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's fine. You know, I figured you couldn't give me any information. And honestly, I don't want the information anyways.
Mhm.
Honestly, enough people have already emailed me the information. I don't want anything to do with that, dude. Like, it has, as much as the young me would want to go find this guy, I don't think it'd be nice to be in the room with that fucking idiot by myself. So, I was like, so what the fuck? Because like you guys booked this shit. Um, why is like how is this fucking happening? And she's like, honestly, like I don't know. We didn't get our money, so we're actually trying to find him and file charges against him too. So that argument that he gave all the money to the hotel, I mean,
Yeah.
everything he said has
It's
been
all
so
bullshit.
disprovable and such bullshit. He never
Right.
gave the hotel.
Yeah.
He probably gave them a very small amount and then just didn't do shit. And apparently he called them that morning. Was like, "Oh yeah, it's canceled." Or I'm sorry, it's not canceled in his terms.
Postponed.
It's postponed. That way he can fucking hang on to our money.
Yep.
The fact that nobody wants to work with this dick licker anymore is a whole fucking other ballpark, man.
It's not
Um,
postponed because he took his sites down.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no fucking fight.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that on the news thing that they were even trying to get on it and it was just gone. Just
Yeah.
the
Yep.
links all were gone. But he was still selling tickets somehow.
Oh
For-
yeah, well,
was?
Eventbrite and 2 or 3 other ticket sites had that shit up, I think, all the way through the weekend.
Yeah.
Like technically, he pulled the fucking site down probably I'd say 4 or 5 days before the show was supposed to happen.
Mhm.
His Instagram was up until about a day after the fucking
Yeah.
thing
Yep.
went down.
Yep.
Then his Facebook, that O'Neill or Neil Avile that was there, that disappeared. That's been deleted. A couple other things have been deleted off
The
his shit.
Atomic Monster Weekend Facebook is still up though.
Is it really?
But he locked
Mhm.
out comments on that the day
Mhm.
he fucking did everything, so you
Yeah.
can't say anything to him on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah,
He's a piece of shit. So
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
just gross, man. And what kind of like I always have a problem like when somebody has a fucking animal that's passing away and they post really horrible pictures of their animals. I think, God damn it, give that fucking animal some dignity. Just love that
Yeah.
animal. This dude did that with his dad. What
I
kind of
know.
fucking
Yeah.
person does that, man? Even
If-
if it's real.
Yeah.
Even if it's real, which I can't imagine it is.
Or
because
it happened 3 years ago and he had the
That's
pictures
what I was
ready to
thinking.
go.
Yeah, that's possible too. But like,
Mhm.
who the fuck?
I know.
I don't care
know.
if your dad is just napping and looks like that when he's napping. Who the fuck posts a picture of their father like
Yeah.
that?
So disrespectful.
Yeah, for sure. No,
Hmm.
I understand that. And to even do that, like, and my big thing, right as he said that, and I saw that, I was like, okay, you don't have assistants. You're hosting this thing that has all these celebrities, all these vendors, everything else going on. You don't have someone else that can jump in and fill it in, especially a week prior. I would think a week prior, you've pretty much got all your ducks in a row by then anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah. You
So-
would think you have volunteers and
Yeah.
fucking people helping.
It just seems funny to me that he didn't come up with a better lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of scam artist are you?
Right?
Yeah, but he has
fucking
no shame. That's
successful
what kind of scam artist. No shame.
Right, no shame.
Unfortunately, he's a successful scam artist. That's what he's done
That's
it
the
so
shitty
many
part.
times. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, dude. So maybe he thinks at this point, like, I don't really have to come up with a fucking believable lie because I'm gonna disappear in a fucking week anyway, and I
Yeah.
already have their money. It's already spent on fucking frozen tater tots and fucking cousin fucker shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking inbred piece of shit. Fuck you, Neil Pignani,
His-
pig
his-
fucker. Whatever
Yeah.
the fuck
His
your
house
name
with
is.
wheels. Yep. His house with wheels and yep, frozen tater tots. And
Yep.
you got it. Exactly.
Roll that shit on
I
down
can
the
park
road.
at Walmart. We're good.
So, have
Ah.
you ever experienced anything like this with any other show ever?
No.
Not really.
That's good.
We
'Cause
have
you do a
done
lot of events.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a show out in LA like twice now. This last time we did it, it wasn't a scam. It was a show. But we were worried the first time we did it
We were because
because
they-
we'd never heard of anything.
they never posted vendors online. Their
wow.
fucking guest list was
Yeah,
weird.
and we, it was in LA, so we didn't know. And we're just like, God, this is going to be the time we get scammed. Watch, and it was fine. It was real, and it went well. This last year we went. I would say that it wasn't marketed very well. That a lot of people didn't show up.
They booked it on
The way they did it
Horrible
was a
weekend.
little weird. Yeah, they booked it on a weekend, the same weekend as two other really big conventions.
but one of them was Halloween 45, which they do like every 5 years. They'll do a Halloween
Mhm.
convention for the fucking 5-year anniversary. So like 30 minutes away from this convention, they had like 35 fucking Halloween guests. They
Right.
had NECA do limited edition figures that would only be sold there. Trick or Treat Studios did the same thing. They had like 6 fucking posters by famous artists that were only going to be sold there. Within a day, those things were online for like $600 to $1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you were pretty much at that convention the whole day then.
Yeah, right. I was pissed, man. I
Just
was
like, all right, you got this right. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go to that
Yeah,
other one.
right. Wouldn't that be nice?
But it was an expensive fucking table, so
I
it's like
bet,
you got to
yeah.
be there.
It
And
was expensive, and they charged for load-in, which was
they charge for everything.
Yeah, they charged for everything. They didn't provide table or chairs.
Nope.
And like we knew this going in because they did the same thing last year. And we brought that up to the guy. We're like, we don't want to do this again because of all of those things. And he was just like kind of a used car salesman talking us into it. And we did make a shit ton of money the first year.
We
well,
did.
this last year, this last time we did it.
We
it
covered
didn't-
our fucking expenses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
but
that
that's
was
it. You know what I mean?
So-
We basically just went for free.
That is absolutely the closest that we've had to this, and it wasn't a scam. It was actually a real convention. It just was kind of a
run bad.
Bad,
Yeah, it was just
bad
bad.
timing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's and the dude obviously like here's the thing. It's not a scam, but greed can permeate everything, even if
Yeah.
it's not a scam. This dude was just greedy and just wanted as much money as he
Yeah.
could and didn't give a fuck about spending any on promoting or doing it on a good weekend. So we will definitely not be going back there again, but I don't want to kick the dude in the nuts either. So
No, I mean, yeah,
No.
you go work with
Because
the
at least
guy.
it
It's fine.
happened.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
happened. I just
Yeah.
don't really like the way that maybe it's the convention center that they had it at, but charging vendors for load-in, that's fucked up. Stop.
Not
Don't do
providing
that.
not providing fucking chairs, not providing a table. Like I gotta pack all my own shit and I gotta pay you an extra $100 to load in. No,
And you
I'll
gotta
just
drive
do
to
my-
LA too. That sucks all in
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, and it's downtown LA. It's the
Downtown
Los Angeles
LA.
Convention Center where they hold this thing. So it's like
Oh yeah.
you're like this in fucking traffic just trying to get into the goddamn
Yeah.
parking garage,
Fucking
man.
15 minutes away from Skid Row. That's fucking LA, dude. Not
For
good.
sure.
Yeah.
So how soon after the whole scam happened did Terror Trader step up?
It was that night. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they posted about it till the next day, but I know pretty much as soon as it went down, and knowing Jason, I'm sure he went to Gina and was like, dude, we got to do this like
That's
right
exactly
away.
what he did. Actually, he talked to us about it. We went up to Terra Trader the weekend. We went to
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
artist
right.
assembly, and that's exactly what he told us. He's like, "Oh my god, look at this!" And I was just me and Chaz on the way there. I'm like, I bet that's what happened. He went right to Gina, and she was like, "Ugh, how is this
Yeah.
on us?" Okay, fine,
And that's pretty much what happened.
but they're good people. They really
Yeah.
just threw it together like a bunch of badasses.
He saw it happen
Well,
online.
yeah.
And what's funny is like when we were up there, he was like, dude, I saw Crypt Rotted Bones on there. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be ridiculous, dude. I was like, I think I'm very nice. So why do I have that fucking persona, dude?
You're nice. You're like me. You let your emotions come out. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
and I get that.
But he must have seen it probably about I would assume probably about 3 or 4 that afternoon after shit kind of broke, and he went to his wife and was like, dude, we have to do something. And Gina made it happen because she does all the fucking
She does all the
she does all
booking
the
and stuff.
computer and booking and doing everything else. I know they had to get a hold of the space because that's the reason. That's one of the reasons they're not doing it over there anymore. Is I think somebody's actually going to be moving in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, you can't use it anymore. And I guess he called them, the landlords, and he's like, listen, man, all this shit happened to these people, and they were just like, just go fucking do it.
Yeah.
So it was, I mean, they always go above and beyond. That's it sounds like I sound like a broken record with those guys, and I always take a step back after I say something about Terra Trader because I think like, dude, I just sound like a fucking fanboy. But the reason why is because like they've proven just time and time again that they care about this fucking community more than they care about a dollar, and they care about the fucking vendors more than they care about getting just a couple more people in their store. Fucking they do everything for the community, and they own a business, which is counterintuitive, but for some reason it works for them.
Yeah.
I just love them so much. I would do
Us too.
anything.
Yep.
Yeah. And speaking of Terra Trader, I just have to say, from the first time we went in there years ago to the last time we went in there just a couple weeks ago, oh my God,
night and day.
it's beautiful in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great a few years ago too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything, but you could tell it was a new store. You could see it. You know, the setup they have going on now is gorgeous. So if anyone hasn't been to Terra Trader in a while, you have to go back.
Yeah.
It's better than Nightmare Toys in Vegas the
For
last
sure.
time we went.
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you what, we went to Nightmare Toys like when they first
It was
opened,
all right.
and it was all right.
Yeah, it was good.
Here's the thing: if you have as much shit as I do, if you have a collection like
Yeah.
mine, there's not a lot of places you can go where you're like, "Oh my god, look at all this shit!" Because you're like, "I have all this," you know what I mean? But it was still fun, and it was like kind of packed in there. We went back this last time, and I was like, "Where are the fucking toys for Nightmare
Yeah.
Toys, dude?" There was like a whole room with just Nightmare Toys T-shirts, and I think that's great, but that doesn't really fit the fucking vibe of
Like,
what you're doing, dude.
I love Nightmare Toys, and I feel bad saying any of this because Nightmare Toys is awesome. You should go there, but they need to step up their game as a consumer. I'm saying.
That being said, they've opened a new fucking
cafe,
restaurant, the
I've heard
cafe, and I've heard it's fucking awesome. So maybe we just went in when they were transitioning.
Maybe,
and
yeah.
It's a very good possibility since we don't live there. You know, we wouldn't know that. But like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, Terror Traders looks
Terror
fucking
Trader looks
amazing,
great.
dude.
There's retail space across the road from them that we're hoping maybe one day they can move into. It's 22,000 square feet. It's
Nice.
2-story, has a big balcony. They can do all their classes there. It's next to Spooky Swirls and Zia Records. So
Oh,
now
that
that they're working with Zia Records, we're hoping that they can get into that space. That would be
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just whatever they do, I want them to keep fucking doing it at a safe pace because I don't want to see them burn out.
Right.
Those guys deserve to be in business until I'm fucking underground. Fucking.
And that's the
They're
thing
amazing.
with this community, it's never ending. I mean, horror's been around
Yeah.
since the 20s, since with silent films and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere, which is great. But like so I was already, when this all went down, I was reaching out to our friends, like Unita,
Cut above.
Cut Above, all of our vendors that we know that work there, and
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, we're so sorry, we're so sorry." By the time that they had all said, "It's okay, we'll figure it out," Terror Trader already stepped up. Like, Jesus. So I was like, Terror Trader saves the day. And
They
so
did, and they were awesome. And also the Taproom 120 place too.
They stepped in.
They
A lot of
stepped in,
vendors
too.
went there as well because
So-
I know there wasn't enough space for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
There
they
was
were
a
another
few
one.
people that stepped in. They were
Mhm.
like, "I'm not going to charge you. I'm not going to charge people to get in. We'll just, do whatever we can." And it
Mhm.
was just, I've never been a tap room
I
120.
think
Is it
Taproom
120 or
it's
either
Taproom
way?
120, I think.
Either way, I've never been there. But what's weird is like the week before, I had somebody just randomly text me while we were up there at fucking Territory. Like, "Have you ever been here, man? You should check it out." I don't drink, so like a brewery doesn't really do that much for me. But
Right.
I'll go there.
I'll take her ass there. She'll drink it. But it's just seeing one fucking business do that is great. Seeing a fucking community actually do that together
Mhm.
and do whatever they can. I've not seen that before, and I think that's why I'm so vocal about my support for this fucking community. Is like, I came out of fucking music for like 25 some odd years or something, and yes, I had really good friends in the music industry.
And the bands themselves are
bands
usually
are
pretty
usually-
tight.
Right.
They have your
But
back.
you cannot fucking count on anybody in the music business, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just everybody's ready to stab you in the back, and if you get a little something, everybody's
They
pissed
want
at you
something.
get a
Yep.
little something.
Mhm. Yeah.
I've never seen a group of creative people because, like, I'm sorry, creative people are neurotic and crazy. I say that as a creative fucking person,
Yep.
dude.
I know.
Mhm.
Yep. We're
There's
nuts. Yeah.
there's something inherent
Mm-hmm.
in that brain type, I think, that just makes you a little fucking nuts, dude. And I've never seen those people come together the way they have in this
Yeah.
fucking scene. And I don't know, man. It's just mind blowing to me.
It
It
is.
really it makes me feel proud to be part of something, which I can't
Yeah.
say I've ever been like. When I was playing, I was never like, I'm so proud to be part of the metal community. I was part of the metal community because I grew up and I fucking love metal, dude.
Mhm.
And that's who I am as a person, dude. I'm still a part of the metal community, even though I'm not out there hitting kids with guitars anymore. But it's not the same. Like the sense of family and community and the fact that everybody has each other's backs and like, hey man, you did awesome at that show that maybe I made $200 at, but you sold like $1,000 worth of shit in the first hour. It's never like, fuck you. It's like, I am so happy for you, dude. You fucking kick ass. Keep going, man. I've never fucking felt that ever until now.
And it's just awesome. Like I will say this about the metal community versus the horror artist community. If this guy had pulled this in the
I
metal
know.
community, he'd
Yeah.
not be
You-
fucking walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the coolest
Yeah.
thing I can say about the metal scene.
Yeah.
But the artist scene is cool still, even though no one's broken his legs yet. And I'm not saying that you should.
No.
I'm just saying that if you
Absolutely
do,
not.
maybe
I
you
might,
should
I might,
film
because
it
I am
and-
metal and horror community
Send
still,
it to me.
so I
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
But so definitely not advocating that for everybody who's listening. But it's just kind of cool to see a bunch of people take a breath, know that they got fucked over and move on, but also come together to spread the word so that
Yeah.
other people don't get fucked over.
Exactly.
And that's just really nice. That's not something we've seen
Like,
in a lot of different scenes.
By the end of that day, man, there was a Facebook page set up just for the vendors. There, like, someone made me an admin. I was like, oh, I guess I'm an admin now on this. Like, I've avoided being an admin on anything for like over a decade, dude. I don't want the responsibility, and I don't want to fucking judge whether you're good enough to get into the group or not. I don't want to fucking. But yeah, it was like, I mean, it was like, oh, you're an admin. I was like, fuck, okay, so
but it's been nice.
it's been really nice. It's if anything can come out of all of this bullshit, it's I always felt that a little bit, and especially with places like Terror Trader and the people in the community that are trying to make it something better. I always felt a little bit like, wow, this is really beautiful what everybody's doing, but I didn't register the enormity of that community until all this shit went down, and
I didn't
I can
either.
take that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like that night when Terror Trader stepped up, I'm like, oh my god, like I don't get emotional a lot, but I was like, I'm kind of getting a little emotional with how he did this. I'm like, shit, like this is he doesn't know. Does he even know how amazing this is right now that he's doing this for these vendors? Like
I think he's so
within
modest,
hours.
He doesn't know how awesome he is.
Yeah.
Like, I know he knows we appreciate him. I know he gets it, but he doesn't understand the scale. And like, it actually made me cry when I saw it.
I got close. Like she even,
Yeah.
Andrea even saw it. I was like I need to walk around for a minute. Like I need to get up. Like I was sitting on the couch. I'm like this is really like in a good way. Like this is really fucking cool. Like holy shit. 2 hours after all this went down, he's like, hey guys, I got this. We're gonna do this next weekend. It's just a Saturday, but we're gonna get everyone in there. And then like the next day I asked you like, the kind of the details and stuff. And then after that I sent them a message saying, I'll paraphrase it, but like, hey, I want you to know like how important this is to us as people that go to these events as consumers, but we've had a lot of them on our podcast and including you, and we don't look at them as friends, we look at them as family. And it's like, this is really important to us as much as it is to them that you did this and as quick as you did. And he sent something back of the fact of, I know this guy kind of has done this in the past, so I was prepared for it. So I was ready to go as soon as this happened in case it did. I was like, that's so fucking awesome.
And he was
Man.
like, he's like, it's put together a little punk rock, but we'll get through it.
Yeah.
That's what I love about them. And you know what? When the show ended at Terror Trader on Saturday night and he announced that they were closing, and I can maybe say this without tearing up. Everybody stood up and cheered and clapped for them.
That's awesome.
And it just like, it was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I was probably like, stop.
I mean, we've done so many conventions. I think we've done like at least 20 to 30 between trade shows and conventions. We've done those. And we've gone to even more conventions. And we've been there till close. And I have never seen that before. And it was just, I hope that he understands how much it meant to us all.
And it wasn't just like, here's the thing, man. Like you go to a regular convention, you still have the camaraderie and you'll see a bunch of the vendors together fucking having a beer at the bar. You'll see a couple of the attendees or, oh my God, Robert England's over there having a beer with a couple of fans. And it's always really cool, man. But there's usually that delineation between like, oh, these are the vendors. They're there to fucking make money. They're not necessarily there to fucking hang out. Yeah. Oh, and these are the fucking people that are here on their vacation. They're just drunk and they're excited to hang out with Clive Barker for 5 seconds. And then... But like at that moment, man, it was like the vendors, it was the fucking people that were there, it was the fucking everybody was fucking happy, and it wasn't that delineation. It was like I said, man, we didn't make as much money as we would have liked to have, but it didn't matter because all day we had people fucking sitting there talking about fucking movies and like, saying how sorry they were for shit happening, and us saying how sorry we were that they had bought fucking tickets and fucking photo ops. And I feel awful because like I had encouraged people to go to this fucking show, even though it has nothing to do with me that things went down. But everybody was one fucking unit for that moment on Saturday night. And it it sounds so cheesy. It's like a fucking Hallmark movie or a Disney movie or something.
Yeah.
It's just a Hallmark movie with a bunch of fucks and dicks in it. You know what I mean? Because it's us. But it's so beautiful. I can't tell you how much I appreciate being a part of this community, and the fact
Yeah.
that they'll have us makes me so happy, dude. Like I love that there's really amazing people in this community, and I think because it's such a small market still, I mean, we're growing for sure. The horror community has gone from like 0 to 60 in the last 5 years, but it's still a small market. Like people see, you know, people that look like me, or they have, you know, a fucking corpse on their t-shirt or something, and the grandmas still clutch their fucking purses, and the moms still kind of bring the children in a little closer when we're at fucking Safeway or something. But I love seeing, you know, that expectation of like, oh, these degenerates that just watch fucking teenagers getting murdered and listen to Satan music and everything else every fucking time, man. These guys step up and they show that they're the fucking better people, not because they give a shit what you think about them, but because it's the right thing to do.
And that's just the way we are.
Yeah.
The grandma
It's
can
just
clutch her purse all she
amazing.
wants, but we're going to be the ones helping her across the street too.
Exactly. Or if somebody tries to steal it, we'll be the ones.
Guess what? We're
beating
chasing those
them.
fuckers down. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Exactly.
So it was just amazing. And
Yeah.
I was really glad that everybody got a chance to go out, because I think that actually did more than any of it, dude. You know what I mean? Because like the money's gone, unfortunately. You're not gonna get it back. I still see people posting on the fucking vendor page all the time. They're like, dude, so what's going on? Are we suing this guy? And I'm like, I'm not suing this guy. Like, if you guys want to do a class action suit
Yeah.
and everybody throws in a little bit of money for a lawyer and you want to spend 2 years on it, I'll do it out of principle. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking initiate it, but if you want to do the work,
Because you're going to
I'll
lose
do it.
more money anyway.
You're
at that
going to
point, so.
lose more money.
Yeah.
And some of these people, like I
And that's
remember
what,
that
that's why this guy keeps doing this, because he knows that.
yeah,
You know, once you start
exactly.
seeing, oh my God, it's how much an hour for this lawyer? Fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm not,
worth
it's
it.
$400. Well, who fucking cares? You know?
And we could win even in absentia if the guy just doesn't show up, doesn't answer anything, and they give him enough time to be served and everything. And we move forward with the case and we get that fucking victory in 2 years. And it's like, yeah, dude, he owes us all our money back.
Files for bankruptcy, you don't get
Do
shit
you think
anyway.
he's got that fucking money? That shit's been gone for months.
Yeah.
It's
Well, he'll
gonna
just
cost-
file for bankruptcy and you won't get anything anyway.
Right.
He'll have an
If it
offshore
costs-
account and he'll say he has no money.
Yep.
Right. And if it costs the court or the county or whatever, if it costs the county more, or the state of Arizona, I guess, to
Yeah.
jail him, to put him in prison, then the crimes that they can, you know, they're not going to do it, is what I'm
Exactly.
saying. They're not going to
Exactly.
fucking do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They,
Exactly.
I mean, it's weird because they put people away for drug charges that are way less,
yeah.
but I know, like, they're not going to do anything.
yeah,
It's
for
not
sure.
enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough to raise it to a fucking stake where the state of Arizona is going to expend the energy to go after him. Because even if he fucking took off, like I estimate it probably between 100 and 150.
That's kind of what
That's
we
what
came
we
up with.
came up
Yeah.
with.
We had
It could
120
be-
was our number.
It
so,
could be twice that.
Yeah.
The state's not going to fucking prosecute for fucking under $500,000 to $1 million. It's just not going to do it. So
Do
they have it
the
filed.
do the celebrities pay anything to these guys either? Do you know?
Hell
usually
no.
not.
Okay.
They actually get paid.
Like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say
okay.
who, because I don't want to put it out there, but like
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. One of the guests that we were in El Paso with, this is how it usually works. Now it's very different depending on what size
who.
celebrity
And
you
we're
are.
just asking because we're on this side of the
Yeah.
events.
Yeah. So
yeah.
usually if it's somebody smaller, they may cover airfare and the stuff, and then they charge whatever they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's somebody bigger, like one of the people we were just at a show with, his guarantee is 20 grand for the weekend. So if he goes in there and you didn't promote the show well enough, or not enough people show up, and he only makes 15, you got to give him 5 grand at the end of that weekend. If he only makes 2, you got to give him 18 grand at the end of that weekend.
Yeah.
If he makes over that, he just keeps over what he does. But the only people, there's a handful on there that, you know, probably were 5 to 10 grand each. Joe Dante, I can't imagine what his fucking guarantee
Right.
is. And here's the thing. I never heard anything from Joe Dante or D.
Yeah.
Wallace. Those are probably like two of the bigger guests that they
Yeah,
had.
yeah, yeah. I was super
And
excited
we-
to see Joe Dante. Like he's one of
and
my
we were-
favorites. So
Yeah, and we were thinking like, I've never seen fucking Joe Dante at a show. So
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever even contacted them, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
Just
very
put them on
possible he
there.
contacted,
If
like
they,
Michael
yeah,
Berryman, and he got a hold of fucking Clint Howard and the Land of the Lost people, but they may have just been like, no, Joe Dante's coming.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
news is
Yeah.
we're still gonna see Joe Dante in fucking Texas. It's funny because like I'd never seen him. Maybe he's gonna start doing conventions now because like 2 days ago we do the Texas Frightmare every fucking year. I got an email like, "Oh, we got Joe Dante and Dee Wallace, and it's like all these people that were supposed to be at fucking Atomic Monster now they're all showing up at different shows."
So
Dude.
you're a little nervous, like,
Right? Well, with Texas, I mean, like you're good, dude. They're doing the show no matter what. We'll never be able to fucking meet him because we'll be stuck at our table all week, but
Yeah.
you know. So they are starting to do it, but yeah, it was weird seeing some of these names pop up, and I'm like, that's odd. If you were gonna do one, I would expect it at a Texas Frightmare or something for your first. Like when we first met John Carpenter, it was at a huge convention in Texas. It wasn't some random first year convention at a fucking at a hotel in Mesa. You know what I mean? So it was
Yeah.
weird that he was coming out to that, but
Yeah.
who the hell knows, dude?
Who knows? Do you have anything planned for the Christmas to Dismember? Anything new you're working on?
No. So like
No?
from now until then, you know this. I'm just doing commissions, dude, like
Yeah.
catching up on the shit that I have not had time to do. I put so much work into like, a couple new pieces for Atomic Monster, and we were gonna do a couple new shirt designs, but since that dude kind of fucked us, we don't have the money to fucking do the shirt order that we need to for December. A lot of people don't realize, man, the amount of money that you make is very little once you fucking re-up your stock and start working on new shit. Like we count every show. And I'll say this, the two shows that we did earlier in this month, one of them was that LA show, which we basically covered our fucking cost. And the other one, El Paso,
They're
was
just new.
was awesome, but it's a new
They're
con.
new.
That's the one we expected not to make a lot of money at, and we didn't. But we made it. We
made
made
a
we
decent
made
amount.
decent. But it was like we were counting on like that LA show and Atomic Monster to be like, all right, this is gonna fucking put us back on track. And now it's like I can maybe afford to do the prints. That's pretty much all I can do for fucking Christmas.
We're gonna have to pull out of savings basically to get the
Yeah.
shirts printed for this one and then replace it. So we're not making shit.
We're not gonna make
Motherfucker.
shit.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's a balancing act, and
It
you know,
shouldn't, though. It shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't, but yeah, I mean, regardless, I mean, we still ran after LA went bad. We knew, fuck. Well, El Paso is not going to be
huge
great
because it's first year.
It's the first year. It's going to be good to get in on the, and hit the
And we're
ground
gonna
running.
do it
but
again.
and then we knew El Paso was going to be just mediocre as far as like our return, but it was a great convention. So in the future, if you can go to the El Paso,
the next one they're moving it from October to February, so they're taking all of 2024 out, and they're going to do it in February of 2025 is going to be the number 2. We've already signed up for our table, so that should tell you how much we enjoyed El Paso.
Excited.
Those people are fucking awesome.
El Paso, I've said it for years, is a bigger Tucson. That's exactly what El Paso is.
We felt like everyone there was our people.
Yeah, they were. And then so we knew after El Paso, like, crap, we didn't make anything at LA. We're not going to make, so we're going to try to do Atomic Monster and try to make a lot of money. But we knew, even though it was the first year, but we're like, we'll have good guests.
And it's Phoenix, dude.
And
like we love our Phoenix people, man. It's our home state.
A good moneymaker for us, especially because it's low cost for us. We don't have to travel that far.
For sure.
So we were kind of prepared for even Atomic Monster to maybe just do okay-ish at. So at this point, it's just kind of, it's business. It is what it is. We lucked out, but yeah, this whole month is really
it's just really fucked us, man. So I'm gonna try it. Like I have a piece that I'm doing for your band, Justin, which I will be getting a hold of you probably this weekend because I need a couple shots and I want to change the layout a little bit.
Okay.
This is all shit that nobody on the podcast cares about or needs to know, but I'll get a hold of you this weekend.
Okay.
I've got a pair of shoes that I've like this guy. I'm not even fucking charging him at this point because he fucking hired me in February. And every fucking month we've been so packed. I get a hold of him. I'm like, dude, November looks like it's the month, man. I'm gonna get it done in November. And he's like, no, it's cool, man. So I'm like, just pay for. Like, I haven't told him this yet, but I'm gonna just be like, dude, here they are. Pay me the shipping, and they're yours. If you want to tip me, you can fucking tip me, but I'm not charging you shit because it's been like 8 months, dude. I got another commission that I have to do that's like 2 years old. That guy's been nothing but fucking cool about. And then I've got one after that. So I've got 3 paintings and a fucking pair of shoes. Who the fuck knows how to paint shoes? I guess we're gonna find out. But I got to do all that before December. And then we're gonna take a step back. I'm gonna retire a lot of our fucking prints that we do have. Just because, look, I still love them. But some of these fucking paintings are 10 years old, and it's cool to have a lot of stock and a lot of different stuff, but it's also horrifying for somebody to walk up and see a wall of shit, dude, and you're never gonna grab them with that because, like, one of my favorite shirt designs we do was her idea, that Inhumane Society shirt where it's got like Church and Cujo and the Thing and fucking Black Phillip. It's awesome. That's my favorite shirt. And whenever anybody sees that shirt, they're like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen. But you know what they never see is that fucking shirt, because there's a wall of shit that's all really colorful. And that's the only shirt we have that's just white and black.
Yeah.
Nobody sees it, man, because they see fucking Mario or something. And as much as I love Mario, I think those shits are going away too, just because dude, we've been selling those shirts and those prints for a long time. This last 3 shows is the first time I didn't have to order like 20 more sets of prints.
Wow.
And the first time I didn't have to order like 60 more shirts, dude. We went through those at every show, and it would kind of blow your mind because you do some shows in the same area. Obviously, we're from Arizona, so we do a lot of Arizona shows.
Yeah.
Every show we did, those things would sell. It's finally, after years, gone to the point where people are buying the other shit now, and they're not fucking caring about them. And as much as I love those things, and they're a part of our history in the sense that I drew those when we first started doing this, it was super easy and it was cute and fucking everybody loved them. I'm fucking sick of them at this point, and I don't want to fucking have them anymore either. We just did it because it's like, well, if we don't sell anything else, we know Mario's gonna sell. You know what I mean? But we're gonna retire a lot of shit. We're gonna try and start working in a couple other mediums. I'm gonna try my hand at sculpture, and we're gonna do a couple other things. I want to do as far as just not doing just plain paintings. I want to, get into doing fucking skateboards and get into painting on weird shit. Like we have these plaster skulls that are about this big, and I want to do fucking giant horror scenes and paint the entire skull. And we've had a lot of people over the years buy fucking pumpkins from us that they have us paint, which I always thought was weird, and I fucking hate doing it because it's a pain in the ass to get something to look 3-dimensional.
But they look
on that,
so amazing.
But they look so cool when they're done, dude.
So
We're gonna go out and see if Michael's has any sales on their Halloween shit this week, and we're gonna do a lot of different shit. It's not that I'm gonna stop painting. I don't think I could stop painting if my life depended on it, but I don't want that to be the only avenue. And I think we have a lot more to offer than just fucking paintings. Because here's the thing, as amazing as I hate even saying fan base, because we're not fucking famous. We don't have fans. We have people that appreciate our shit. You know what I mean?
We're your fans.
Well, we love you. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't. Like, everybody that digs our shit and follows us, you guys aren't fans. You guys are just fucking part of the crew, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. There's no shit like, but some people don't have the wall space. Some people don't like hanging art on their wall. Some people want a little knickknack or something. I want to be able to fucking, the best feeling in the world is making something and having somebody go like, oh my God, I'd love to have that in my house.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. Let's make something for everybody then, dude. If you don't like paintings, here's a little knickknack. Here's a little fucking pumpkin that you can put out on Halloween if you want. Here's something else. But I don't want it to be so over, done that there's a million different things. I want it to be really focused. Here's 3 or 4 things we offer. Hopefully we have something for you.
Cool. That's awesome.
I don't know where that fucking question started, but it ended.
If you're working on anything new for the Christmas event, so that was how that started.
Yeah, nothing new for Christmas, unfortunately. I have to smoke, so you let me out, and I'm gonna go on the fucking phone, and we're gonna continue this.
Okay, cool.
All right. You slide back. It's like fucking Legos in here. You gotta fucking slide them just perfectly, or nobody can get out. All right. Please continue. I'll be right with you.
Talk amongst yourselves.
So are you guys excited for that event though, since it's Terror Trader?
We're very excited for the Terror Trader event. Yeah. Like
'Cause
we
you guys
we
did
love all of the
really-
Terror Trader ones.
Yeah, you guys did really well at the last one, right? Like it was. I saw you guys selling out of a lot of stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah, we were selling out of a lot. Like, in fact, we came back and we were like, shit, we got to make so many freaking orders. The overhead is going to be ridiculous, but it was a good thing. I mean, it was just awesome. Every single Terra Trader event we've done so well. Even some of the smaller ones, like when they were just doing the sales from the dark side,
Yeah.
we've done just incredible at. And I mean, the Gathering of the Ghouls was so successful, and it was really aimed at the vendors, which is just awesome.
And it was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. And we were super busy. And our friend who sells he sells a game called Masters of Horror. We never get to see him except for at like yearly parties and stuff. And we play this trivia game. It's a horror trivia game.
Does Alice Cooper have a version of it?
No, but I think it's called the same thing.
Okay.
His goes back a little further, but yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he has a trivia game that he sells, and he's been doing this trivia game forever. He finally put it together and got it like printed into a real game, and he sells it, and it's a great fun game. But he's one of our actual good friends for like going on 10 years now, I think. And he was there, and it was just so cool to see him. He told me he had a goal at the beginning of the show. He's like, all right, because he's got
what's his name?
He's got even more of his name is Josh, and the name of the game is Masters of Horror.
Or MOH on Instagram, I think.
Yeah, it's MOH. Is it trivia? I don't
It
remember.
might be. Yeah, I'll look it up.
Cool. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a great guy. So his game is super fun. So he was there, and he told me, okay, I have a goal at the beginning of the show. And I said, all right, Josh, and him being a good friend, I'm like, just make sure why don't you lower it like 10 under that goal, just in case, because
you never know.
You never know. When it comes to authors and people like who sell things like games and stuff like that at conventions, it's so hit or miss for them. And it could be a great convention, and they could do terribly, or it could be the opposite, or even, it could be all kinds of different things. He hit his goal, and I think even 10 over, right, Chaz?
Yeah.
Like,
and he hit his goal like halfway through the first day, dude. It was beautiful.
So well. I was so freaking proud of him. So but yeah, so it wasn't just us that did well. It was people who have the small things that are just he has one item. Yeah. And he did great, and he hit his goal, and I was a little worried for him, and he still did it, because Terror Trader has like the best customers. They just do. Like, people come out and they spend money. They love to do that. I love that.
And dude, every time we do a convention in a different city, dude, like some of the best parts about doing this is like when it is a slow convention, you can just sit there and hang out with the celebrities for a while and just bullshit, dude. I sat there for probably about 20-25 minutes talking to fucking Tony Todd in El Paso, just telling him, dude, if Terror Trader gets a hold of you, man, it's in Arizona. Dude wrote it down, fucking had it on his fucking sheet. I'm like, dude, trust me, these people, I don't know what they're putting in their water out there, but the fucking horror fans are crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody I tell, like, dude, I know they're a fucking small company just starting to get into this, and they've never been the kind of fucking convention that wants to be like that autographed fucking convention where you just go to meet the celebrities. So they always want it to be like a family type thing with the fucking vendors and everything. But as they keep growing, I don't know how they're gonna fucking avoid bringing in some big names at some point, dude. They're on the fast track to be fucking one of the better fucking groups, especially in the Southwest, but let alone across the country. And I make sure every time I see one of these guys and I get a minute to just be a human being with them instead of like, here's $50, can you sign this for me?
Yeah.
I let them know, dude, if these guys get a hold of you, do what you can to fucking work with them. They're fucking amazing. They support the community. And like, we've told at least a half a dozen fucking celebrities, and every single one of them has either had their handler get the information from me, or they've written it down themselves, or they put it in their phone. And so I think big things are coming for Terror Trader for sure.
And also, like, I've learned recently that Scott Ian they do horror conventions himself.
Yep.
And also,
Ian
who's
is
the guy from
everywhere.
Slipknot?
Corey Taylor
Corey
is big
Taylor.
on it too.
Yeah, he
So it's like
does.
we should even start looking into like musicians because they
Yeah.
can carry the flag too. Like Kirk
Absolutely.
Hammett is a huge horror fan. Like try and get these guys too. Like I would, man, if I could go to a convention and fucking meet Scott Ian or Charlie Benanti or any of these guys,
Yep.
would be fucking cool. So
Yep.
Scott
I know.
Ian says yes to everything, like
Yeah.
horror related. If
Yeah.
it's in there, if it's
Yeah.
horror, and someone says, "Hey, I like Anthrax," go ask Scott Ian. He's gonna say yes. I
Yeah.
always see him and shit. It's kind of fucking hilarious. I
Yeah.
love him.
I was thinking of telling Jason, like, dude, reach out to like Corey Taylor and Scott Ian. Let's see if we can get them here, and that can drive things up too. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially Corey Taylor right now because I think Slipknot is making a huge comeback. I don't know why. I don't like that, but God bless the fans that like them, I guess. But
He's going
they're
solo too.
yeah, he's got 2 new albums solo and all that as well.
oh yeah.
But,
Well,
yeah.
good for him. I mean, he all the power to him. Not my cup of tea, but I mean, he was going to be at the convention in Vegas that we did earlier this year. I think
Yeah, he lives
unfortunately
there.
he had to cancel.
Yeah, he
I
I
lives
think
in
he got
Vegas.
COVID or something happened. Like he got sick
Yeah.
or something.
I don't think it was something that he didn't cancel because he's a dick or anything. He canceled because of something real happened. But yeah, it was cool. And I remember my friend's kid was going to come and he was so excited to meet Corey Taylor. And I just felt so bad when he canceled.
Sucks.
But yeah.
But I mean, we got Alice Cooper. We should be reaching out to him too.
Yeah,
You know,
for
like
Yeah.
he's the guy that started the horror metal stuff. So
And
I
he's
can't
done
imagine
some.
the Alice Cooper costs though.
yeah.
His
I don't know.
his guarantee's got to be enormous.
Yeah.
But like I've met him at horror conventions before. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
he
So
did.
I met him at Alice Cooper's town before.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny, Chaz. Tell your little thing about that when you
All
met
right,
Alice
so so this is probably like 15 years ago, right? It's the first time I think I ever went to Texas for that show, and he was there. And it's not that I don't like Alice Cooper. I've got, old Alice Cooper albums in it, but
Cooper.
I was so far beyond that at that point, as far as like I was so excited to meet horror people because it's the first time I ever went to that, and
Yeah.
like Doug Bradley was there and all these other people. But I had a friend that wanted fucking Alice Cooper's autograph, so I was like, "All right, man, I'll get it for you." So I waited in line, and we get to the table, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going? Most personable dude ever." And I immediately just start yelling at him, dude. I'm like, "Dude, I went to fucking Cooperstown like fucking 2 months ago, and you took those goddamn stuffed pretzels off the fucking the menu, and like that is the best thing you had there. This is bullshit. The portions are," and he was just like, "You know what? I like those too. I'm gonna say something." I was like, "You're not gonna say shit." And it was just fucking funny. We just had a big long conversation about how he needs to put the fucking stuffed pretzels back on the menu.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's such a cool dude.
Yeah, the 2 times I met him, he's been super, super cool. So like
Yeah,
He seems like
very
a-
awesome.
We've been trying to get him on the podcast, and
he's still on the I mean, he's a road dog, man. He tours
Yeah.
like crazy.
I know. Yeah,
Between Hollywood Vampires and his own band, he's on the road like 8 months a year. Like, dude, you're almost 80.
I know.
Fucking crazy. Like, good for you.
It's nuts.
Yeah. Like, it's insane. Some of these guys from the 80s can't keep up with Alice Cooper.
I
He's from
know.
the 60s. Like,
That's because they were drinking fucking heroin from a fire hose.
yeah. True.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I'd love to get like outside of the horror a little bit too, get some like metal guys or punk guys and stuff like that too that are real into this stuff as well. So
Yeah.
I think if I reached out to Jason, I think he would go for it. He might not even know, so who knows? But
we know.
I mean,
we know
I
some
think
people.
that Jason's really good about wanting to get celebrity guests in.
yeah.
That makes sense. But I
And
know
he did
that
it the right way at the last event too, where the vendors were kind of in their own thing, and then the celebrities were off in their own little area too. I thought it was done really, really well how he did it.
So my thing with that is like it works awesome in the setup they have there.
Yeah.
It is not as cool to do it that way at bigger conventions, dude.
Yeah,
But I
that's
think
true.
for what they're doing,
The way
because
they did it though was
it's
great.
still connected, you're still right there.
Yep.
It's not like you go down a hallway and then you take a left and then and
Yeah.
oh, there's a whole room of celebrities and everybody
Yeah.
else is in here because you don't ever see those fucking people.
Yeah.
A lot of people that come out to these, they do it just for the fucking autographs. So
Exactly.
like you're
Yeah.
screwed at that point. And
And they've
unfortunately,
spent so much on all that, they're not going to go to the vendors and buy stuff. Like I got what I want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think he did that right. It was really, really cool. We just kind of ran into the celebrities like, oh shit, like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, sweet. And they weren't like out of it was like 40 to 60 bucks tops.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't here's my firstborn child and I'd like an autograph, please. You know.
When we went to the
Right.
Full Moon Entertainment table, we thought it was just they were selling DVDs, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden they're like, "You want this signed by the director?" I'm like,
Yep.
And then he
"Okay."
started
So,
talking to us like, this is fucking cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're really, really super cool, and he was really, really nice. Hi, kitty, kitty.
couldn't take it anymore. She had to break in.
But yeah,
Sit
he
down.
was really cool, and we had no clue that he was there, and
Yeah.
we just thought he was working the table.
And I got to tell you, I'm excited about a handful. Like that first one, obviously, because I'm a giant dork for Night of the Demons. I was super stoked. That's why I painted that painting. Like, yeah, we've sold some of those, but I painted that because I wanted to get the painting signed because I love that movie. You know what I mean?
Meeting Amelia
So-
Kincaid.
And we've
was-
met her, but I
we've
met
met
her
her.
years and years and years ago. And when I first started, I had done this hand drawn piece for Night of the Demons. And they had a big fucking reunion with like her and Linnea Quigley and the director and a bunch of other. And I took it and I had it signed. It's in my closet right now. That should tell you how much I care about that fucking piece at this point. But it was so cool to be able to go back after like, 10, 11 years and be like, dude, check this shit out. And she was just like, oh my God, man, she got a picture of it and put it on on her Instagram, dude. It was fucking cool, man. It was really
Nice.
fun.
That's awesome.
And they have like Andrew Divoff coming in December, which I've met him a handful of times.
Oh, from Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, and Dee Wallace, which I
Yeah.
think is great because a lot of the people have missed out on meeting her at
At a
Tom.
I want
Boston.
Joe Dante to be there, man. Like,
Dude, I know that one is gonna be a hard sell.
I know.
Hilarious.
I was
Yeah,
so pissed.
I had heard a rumor, and I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody had said like I think they're trying to get like some of the guests because they're already
Yeah.
booked to come out.
Yeah.
And that would have been so cool, but I can't.
That's what I said
imagine.
to Andrew. I'm like, hopefully they can jump on the ones that like
Yeah,
didn't get to do that and come out to like, hey, you were gonna do it anyway. Let's do this. So we're
Yeah,
legit.
exactly.
Like, and like, I think it's gonna be really, really good for everyone, being that it's right around the holidays and people are gonna be not only shopping for themselves, but like, hey, stocking stuffers or gifts for their friends and shit like that. Like,
exactly.
So hopefully it does really, really well.
At the end of the day, man, if I make my money back, it's one of the only shows that I'm like, it's fine because we had a lot of cool fucking times. And I'll put it like this: in Texas last year, Texas is a huge show, and me and Alicia fought from the time we got to Texas until we were fucking home. It was one of those.
And we don't fight.
We
We've
don't
been together
fight.
long enough that we don't fight anymore.
It was
but that one
awful.
we just did.
Everything went
terrible.
wrong. It sucked. We weren't happy. We could go to a fucking Terror Trader show and not even make our money back, and we would be sad that we didn't make our money back, but we'd be like, it was cool, man, because we always have great fucking conversations. We have great, days there. Like no matter what happens, I know something fun's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be happy I'm there, dude. There's a lot of conventions where you're just like, I would really like to be at home right now, not doing this, dude.
Yeah.
And I've never felt like that. Even in that old dilapidated room with no fucking AC. Like you're stoked to be there sweating with a bunch of other sweaty horror fans. It's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
And just the vibe in there is so
It's
cool.
so good. Like everybody has this very friendly vibe, which I love. It could be someone who makes candles or someone who doesn't even do horror related stuff. I think one of the times we were there at Terror Trader, it was just some chick who did like jewelry or sold like gems and someone who should be at like
that
the
was
gym.
Terror Fest.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Terror Trader.
Oh.
Yeah, there was one time where we were next to someone who did gems and stuff like that. And she, it wasn't horror related, not really. It was maybe a little paganish. She had some of it going on. So I guess that kind of fits. But it definitely wasn't
like
her.
Bana Slabs or something like that. Is that the name of it?
Maybe.
It
It might
might be.
be.
She was adorable. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I remember about her. She was super cute. But she, she was there, and I think it was her first time actually.
I think it was, yeah.
So yeah, she was like someone who I didn't know if we were gonna like when I took one look at her, because judging is just a human trait, right? So you're like, oh, I don't know if they're gonna like us. They're gonna see Chaz and they're gonna be like, oh God.
He said cunt 15 times.
Wow,
she
that's low for
she
Chaz.
She was awesome. I just enjoy like everybody at Terra Trader. It just seems to be like the best people. I just love all of them.
Well, and I mean, we've talked enough that you guys know my anxiety with all these like going to big events and stuff. When I was there, she asked me a couple times, like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah." Surprisingly, like I'm really calm and relaxed right now. This is unusual, but it's because, for one, we knew half the people there, and
Yeah,
two, it's
that
just
helps.
like it just was a comfortable atmosphere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even being that it was the first time not at the place next door.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
at a bigger place, and I was like, no, I'm actually really cool. Like I'm
And
good.
it was hopping all day, man.
Yeah.
It was like there was times in there where
You'd have
you
like
know,
15-minute lulls or something.
yeah, which is fine. But we were in the fucking corner in the back. Usually at a regular old convention, that spot we would have been like, ugh, nobody's gonna come back here.
But they
Dude,
did.
there was times when like she was fucking grabbing prints for like 2 or 3 people. I was grabbing shirts and prints for 2 or 3 people. And it's just you can't even breathe for like 10 minutes at a time.
They were
yeah, you were
for,
there.
like, a fucking selfie for like 20 minutes. Like, hey, let's have a selfie. I'm like, all right, 1 second. And then like a year later.
Yeah, it was great because it was almost like a place where people were like there were tables and stuff, people were eating food, and they're like, oh, that stuff looks cool. And they just wander over after they were done eating and check it out. Like I mean, you guys were never, it was never calm by you guys. It was great.
It really wasn't. And it
Which
was
is
cool
awesome.
because like as unbusinesslike as this is, man, one of my favorite things about doing conventions. It used to be like you'd go and obviously I'd find some weird collectible there that like, holy shit, I haven't seen that in 30 years. I need to buy that. But like I said, man, I'm really only looking for like one thing at this point, and I'm not really looking for that because I refuse to pay what it's going for.
Yeah.
So it's one of those type things. It's like I'll look, and if you have it, I'll be like, oh, and then you'll tell me the price, and I'll go like, no, I'm good. But but you know what's become my favorite thing because I own everything already is like seeing all the cool shit that the other vendors make, man. And like we've got some really great stuff, especially at the last couple conventions. From people that like, you know, normally I don't have the money to drop on a lot of this shit. But when you're there and you're like, well, we've covered our costs, we've done this, we've done that. I'm going to go spend $200 on this fucking thing, dude. And you get to go over and fucking, you know, that feeling that I get when somebody's like, oh my God, I love that fucking piece. I have to have that. You get to give that to somebody else. And how cool is that, man?
Have you ever traded with someone where they want like something you got?
We have.
Cool.
We have.
It's never anything that Chaz wants. It's never like a pinhead.
If somebody comes up and wants
like
to trade with me, there's a good chance that I will say yes. There's also a very good chance that whatever you trade me is going in a closet somewhere and I'm never going to look at it. And it's not because you don't have good shit.
It's because our shit's not going to match the value of your good shit that Chaz wants.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We'd have to give you like 10.
You want every fucking print that I have because I want that fucking $1,000 piece right there. Yeah, that's it, dude. I'm gonna trade you like a $10 print, and I want the $70 fucking
I'll
thing.
trade you a shirt for a shirt. That's the perfect trade. I love
perfect. Yeah,
yeah, that's cool. Or like a
We
shirt
do
for a
trade-
hat or something like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people now are that used to happen at every
It used
show.
to happen every show, but it doesn't.
A
happen
vendor
as
would come up
much.
and want to do a trade. I think now because you know the economy sucks and everybody's worried about where their next meal's coming from. On top of that, we've seen sales kind of dip a little bit in the last couple months, especially now. Like this month, I think that had a little bit of the effect on those 2 shows we did earlier.
Yeah.
Lots of people still come up and they all still love the shit. They're always like, "Oh my God, I love that." But they don't buy it necessarily this time. It used to be like that. So I think even the vendors, they're like, I really like that. And I normally would do a trade, but I can't afford to like just give my shit away now.
Yeah.
So either way, that's fine, man. If somebody's a vendor and they want my shit, I'm not gonna say I'll just give it to you, but most of the time I'll probably just give it to you if you really want it.
Yeah, let's always try to knock off the price.
Yeah.
And most of the time, like you'll see that at the beginning of the show because we haven't made any money yet.
Yeah.
So we'll be like, yeah, if you're a vendor, we're gonna cut you a deal always.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
That's
if
cool.
we can't knock off the price, we'll throw in something free. That's usually how we roll.
Like we had a couple come by. They make really awesome fucking sculptures, and I don't want to
fuck up because I don't remember the fucking business name or anything.
That's
So I'm
okay.
just gonna say they're amazing.
They're awesome.
And we had gotten to know them, from just doing the little Terror Trader shows here and there. But at Gathering of the Ghouls, they were just on the other side of us, and they came by and bought like a ton of shit, dude. And I went over to their place and I bought like a ton of shit. And by the end of it, I just actually went over and bought another big piece that like is now part of our permanent Halloween display. And I was telling her, I was just like, dude, I've seen people do the kind of shit you do, and they all charge a decent chunk for what they do, and I'm sure they can, but here's the problem. Most people that do that type of work, they're really good at one aspect of it. Like they're really into the sculpting, or they're really into putting it together, but they don't paint that well. Or this is a really good paint job, but you used a baby doll that was like from a 99-cent store.
Which may appeal to some people.
It
but
might
not
appeal,
us
but
as
it would
much.
appeal to me at like $10. It's not going to appeal
Yeah.
to me at 100. You know what I mean?
Not our cup of tea. That's fine.
But this chick's work, I was telling her just now on last Saturday when she was there, because her and her husband came by and they bought like so much shit. I was like, this is like $200, man. I'm gonna fucking do it for $130 or something. You know what I mean? Like I can't fucking charge you full price. But her shit is amazing, dude.
It's incredible.
And I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna post
let us
it
know.
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I
let
want
us
to make
know.
sure the business name. They're amazing people, though.
Great.
Just wonderful human beings. And they came out specifically to like buy the fucking new Shining piece, and they ended up picking up like 3 fucking shirts and the
Nice.
Shining piece and a bunch of fucking 11x14s, and it was just, it makes you feel good, man, that people appreciate you that much, dude. And so I hope they know I appreciate them, even though I'm spacing their business name right now.
Oh, you let us know. We'll put it on the episode and all that. So yeah, just let us
Awesome.
know.
Yeah.
for sure.
I will find it for sure. Yeah.
Also, the Masters of Horror thing too. We love to, hopefully they'll
Absolutely.
be at the next one. We'll check them out because that sounds like a lot of fun. I love trivia shit. So
It's so good. You'll love it. And his game is super cheap too. I mean, because games are expensive now. They have to be, because you can't, nothing's cheap anymore.
Yeah.
But I think, what does he sell it for? Like
At 25.
I think it's $25, and it's a good amount of questions, very diverse.
I think it's like 250 cards.
Yeah.
They're double-sided.
They're just great questions. I mean, we play it multiple times a year. We go to his parties because he throws parties for, I think, his birthday, for Christmas, and for Halloween. So we go to multiple parties a year and we play it every time, and we have a great time.
Yeah.
And Chaz and I kick ass at it.
We better, dude. Fuck.
We better.
we play a lot of trivia with people, and they tell us we can't team up anymore. We have to be on different.
That's what
teams.
they said to us.
Yeah,
I
we'll do all
know.
kinds because we're so close in our relationship that we know everything about each other. So yeah, we're
Yep.
gonna run the table. So
It's weird. We have like and it's same with couples, any couples, right? Like you might have knowledge that she doesn't, and
exactly.
things like that, like years that movies came out. That's one of the topics. I think,
Okay.
I don't know if it's in the actual game, but it's one of the topics we play at the parties. And it's year that a movie came out. I always remember the years. I don't know why. Like, I'm just really good at
like
that.
that with an album, like music.
Yeah.
I'm the
It's
same way.
weird.
They're like, I'm like, oh, that was 82. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
it was March
And
of
I can tell
82.
you-
I can tell you the month usually. Yeah, like how do you not know this?
I'll tell you this. One of my cousins one time was trying to say, like, you don't even know, or not you, but like proverbial you, like, people don't even know what day that Pearl Harbor happened. And like, I don't know why, but I knew it off the, I was like, no, I know. And I gave it to
December
her
8th of
now.
1944, right?
I think it was Pearl Harbor, I think, was 1941.
41.
And
Okay.
1942. But 1944 is probably relevant because I think that's around the time the Second World War ended. So
I know
yeah,
there's
that's a
December
date
8th,
somewhere.
I think it was something like that. Yeah.
But it was really it was funny because like I spat that shit out, right? And, she would know I didn't have time to Google it. Nothing. It was like, bam, wasn't it this date? And she's like, God damn, I don't know why. I'm good at years.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Chaz and I are not allowed to team up either.
Yeah, we both have to be the fucking captains usually.
So there was one year we were playing. I don't remember what it was, but it was what was her name? The old actress.
Mae West.
Mae West.
Because, okay,
Yeah.
so we pay like $250 a month to DirecTV for the History Channel, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and we were playing a game with his parents, and we had just watched
American Pickers.
American
I think it was,
Pickers,
yeah.
and they have the Mae West gas pumps, and the trivia thing that we
It
had,
was just Mae West.
it was Mae West, and Justin did the outline
like
of
this.
a curvy woman
And
and
then
a gas pump.
pumping gas. And she
And I
said,
was like,
Mae West.
and
And
I was
like,
like, you're cheating.
how the hell did you know that? Because we watched it together, because we do we're
Right?
interested in each other's stuff. Like, yeah, so like
Exactly.
you guys aren't allowed to team up anymore. Like, how did you get that from pumping gas and doing this? Like, we just did.
It happens. You just know each other, man.
But
Like,
that was just a prime. We did that a lot with
Yep.
stuff. Like, how do you even know that? Yeah.
It's so weird. How many times have you been thinking something in your head for like a day, and the other person's like, I really want to watch like this
Right.
movie, and you're like, God damn it, I was just saying that in my head.
Yeah.
Nobody mentioned that out loud.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but there's some weird couples like telepathy that
Yeah,
For
I don't
Yep.
people
Yeah.
don't understand, I guess.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
But now I have to look up the Pearl Harbor date because I think I might be wrong, Justin. You might be right.
And I'm still trying to find that business page, dude.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Because they're amazing. They're like the best fucking couple. I love them, dude.
Yeah, and I mean, if there's anyone we can get on to help promote, we will.
They
So
do really amazing fucking work. They really do.
December 7th, 1941. Sorry,
Oh,
I
okay.
guess it was.
Okay. Damn, I was
I was
one day
trying to-
off and you had the right year. So
Yeah, see, between us, like, okay, so
we were within a
we
day.
should all, we should do a 4-piece, like,
Oh my
Yes,
god.
yes.
Let's go do a fucking
One of those
trivia
bar
night
trivia
somewhere.
nights.
Yeah.
We could, I mean, we could go up right away before it starts. So you could just give us the trophy now and save everyone time,
yeah, right?
Perfect. Yeah,
or
exactly.
we can screw everyone out of 3 hours of their time, and we're still gonna
That's
take
it,
this damn
dude.
Well, do you
thing.
want to just give us the money now, or yeah?
Yeah.
We
So who
would
wants the money? Who wants the trophy for this week?
Exactly.
Figure
Dude.
that
We'll just
out, yeah.
alternate.
But I will say one thing with this Masters of Horror thing, just bringing that back up.
Yeah.
Our downfall is anything before 1960 or
Yeah.
1970, really.
Yeah,
I
It's-
think
we're not-
I'd be good
don't
at though.
know.
I love the Universal Monster times. Though.
Oh,
I might
he's
be
all
good at
about
that.
it.
Great,
He'd be
dude.
great
Yeah.
at the game. He's
Yeah.
all about
So
that
there you
stuff.
go. There's your missing piece right there. I'll be good
Yeah,
at that.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Love that shit. Because like I have a theory that the Universal Monsters was essentially puberty for people. Frankenstein was the
Yeah.
baby. Werewolf
Yeah.
was getting hair on your body, and so I've like associated with
I
that.
love
So yeah.
That's perfect,
That's
actually.
amazing. One random thought is that I just recently, okay, so I used to be an avid reader.
Reaver.
I was an avid reader when I was younger. I still try to be, but I have a kid now, things get in the way. But when I was younger, I read all the time. I was an only child and I always read books. People laugh at me all the time. But anyway, I was really proud of myself because one time I went to the library and I got a book. I got Frankenstein and I was really excited and I read it all the way through and I understood everything. And I was so proud because I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade when I did that. And I was like, wow, that's really impressive. And now that I'm thinking about it as an adult, I'm like, dude, I was a badass. Like, what happened to my brain? Because I'm super fucking stupid now. But I just realized, I'm like, wait a minute. I got that from the school library. And then I Google like the Frankenstein book copies. I realized it was one that was written for children. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, I wasn't smart at all. It's just like something modified. I basically read the children's Bible of Frankenstein. That's my random story for the night.
Yep.
I was very proud for several years for no reason.
It happens.
All right. I think I found them, but I gotta find the fucking business name real quick, and I'm gonna send you some links.
Cool.
Quick. Sorry, I know this is like, hey, let's do this fucking podcast, and I'll do all this research in the middle of it. It'll be great.
You're good.
Let's text each other during the podcast.
Let's just have like 5 minutes of total silence.
I know, right? Just like, give me a second.
Back off, man. You're getting my anxiety level up.
Shout you guys out. What is the name of the business? All right, cool.
And I'm gonna just send you fucking screen caps of them. But yeah, right on, dude.
They're such a cute couple.
They're
adorable.
they're beautiful people. I love them.
Awesome.
They're
Yeah,
awesome.
we love
So
learning
this
new
is
stuff.
him and his wife. I'm sending you a screen cap of both of
Cool.
their pages.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
We ready
But they
to
do
go?
amazing stuff, yeah.
Well, cool. Well, thank you for doing this.
Thank
We're
you.
glad you got to vent about all this in the proper Chaz way. So
Yeah, thank you.
not the
I need
edited
that.
news story. So and if
and
we
thank
don't,
you guys.
yeah, if we don't see you before then, we'll see you at the Christmas event for sure. So
Yeah,
For sure.
We really appreciate you guys getting the word out there. I guess we didn't really say this guy's full name all in one, but his name is O'Neil Pignani.
okay.
Do not fucking work with this guy.
O'Neil
Yeah.
Pignani, Neil Pignani, Neil Avile, Von Creep, Dr. Shriek, all the same piece of shit, dude.
And what was the girlfriend's name?
Amber Thurman, and
Okay.
she goes by like Cupcake with K's, so
Okay.
Cupkake, and it
Okay.
like
3
she.
Ks.
Yeah,
also
yeah. I
artist.
was thinking along with Chaz there. I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
That might
also
say a
an
lot,
artist.
so.
She sells her shit on Redbubble and all those like mass
Print,
produced.
yeah.
I honestly thought it was going to be my ex. If you had said my ex's name, I would have not have batted an eye.
Girl, Justin, this girl's not your ex. I've seen pictures of her and she's not.
Okay, okay. Because you've seen my ex's daughter, so and
Fucking-
that will go ahead and end. So.
Drumming up conversation.